Hello everyone and welcome to my tutorial on Photoshop CS5. Today we're going to focus on the features and tools that are available to us, which are located here on the left hand side bar. For this video I've chosen a picture of the cast of The Walking Dead, which is an American television program still running on AMC. First of all, we're going to start off with the move tool. With the move tool selected, you can move your image left to right, up and down. Also, with the show transform controls selected, you can transform the size of your image, shrink it down, make it smaller. Next is the marquee tool. With this we can select a certain part of the image, like Rick's head for example, and any change we make inside this rectangle won't affect the rest of the image. So if we were to use the brush tool for example and paint inside the image, it will not affect the outside. This is very handy when trying to add effects or anything else without destroying the rest of the image. Next up we have the lasso tool. This allows us to free draw any shapes and sizes on our image. So let's draw around down here. And just like the marquee tool before us, anything we draw inside the shape won't affect the outside of it. So we go back to the brush here now and paint something in. We can't paint outside of the edges. Next we have the magic wand tool and the quick selection tool. The magic wand tool is used to grab colours in your image. It finds the colour similar to the one you picked on and marks these colours. If you increase the tolerance above here to 60, it will find 60 more of the colours you've selected. This is very handy when trying to select a large area of the same colour. Then there is the quick selection tool. With the quick selection tool you can slowly drag along, selecting the area you want, and if you pick the minus brush here you can undo everything you've just done. With the crop tool then, we can basically crop the picture to any size we want by selecting top, bottom, left hand side, right hand side, or the corners of the image to resize it to any shape you want. Next we have the eyedropper tool. With this we can select a certain part of our image, and this will copy the exact colour that you picked on, and you can see from above here our colour palette has changed to that colour, and will continue changing each time you've selected a different part of the image. Onto the healing brush tools. These are very useful in Photoshop, but I won't be covering my tutorial today as they are best used when dealing with skin tones and skin blemishes, and this will be covered in a later tutorial by myself. Onto the pencil and brush tool then. Brush tool is just simply a brush. You can change the colour here in the palette. Go for black, all the different colours there. Then there's the pencil tool. The pencil tool is just a much thinner version. The clone stamp tool is one of the most useful tools in Photoshop. It copies the place you mark on the image, and you can go over any other part of the image with that. So if you hold the Alt button and click, you can see the image you clicked on, and you can slowly paste over any other part of the image. As you can see here, I'm getting rid of all the sand on the ground and replacing it with grass. And you can also see the little arrow marker to show where you're taking the current image from and putting it. The history brush tool is also a very handy tool in Photoshop. It can be used to go over the areas I've just clone stamped, and it will repair to the original image. This can be done all over the image, so anything I've previously done can be erased. Get us back to the original. This is a very handy tool for correcting any mistakes or anything. The eraser tool can be used to just simply erase over the photograph. Get rid of brick there. Leave us with the canvas background. Next is the gradient tool and the paint bucket tool. The paint bucket tool will simply fill this area in, and the gradient tool does something pretty similar. With the blur tool, you can simply blur up the faces of each person. And with the sharpen tool here then, you can resharpen the images. Back to the way they were. Here we have the burn tool and the dodge tool. The dodge tool can be used to lighten the skin up along the arm here. Rick's arm here too. burn tool can be used to darken selected area, like here again now. The pen tool then is a very complex set of tools, and for this I've made another video that I will make available to you in a later stage. Text box tool here allows us to add text to our image. Just type something there. Change the font size here. Change the color up along here. Next then we have the pad selection tool and direct selection tool. Not too important right now. Then we have the rectangular tool, the ellipsis tool, and the polygon tool. Each just allows us to add shapes. An ellipsis shape here now. Shape here. Here we have the object rotate tool, the camera rotate tool, the hand tool, which aren't too important right now. Lastly, we have the zoom tool, so we can zoom in and out on our picture. Well, that's it for my video. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Please feel free to leave any comments on my blog with the link provided below. Have fun with this. Goodbye.